Hello everyone, happy Friday, or should I say happy Good Friday, because it's now Easter weekend. But this review is not an Easter movie. What? It's not an Easter themed video? No, because today's review, I am actually reviewing for you a movie called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. And you probably thought to yourself, I was not expecting to see this type of review tonight, because obviously I didn't promote it on my community tab page. I'm just going straight for it tonight. I'm giving you this review. I have watched the movie today, so it is fresher on my mind. It's also a type of film where I'm not gonna come back tomorrow and review it, because you know what, it's that type of film where I like the film, I want to talk about it as soon as I possibly can, so that is that. I also done a YouTube Shorts video last night of a new video game trailer that I talked about, so I'll link that down below. It's like the new RGG Studio project called Stranger Than Heaven. I did a quick reaction to the new trailer, so there's that. But what you need to know is that I didn't actually know loads about the film. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna watch this movie because I saw it on the TV screen, and I was like, oh, I remember kind of seeing a trailer in the cinema but never got the chance to see it at the cinemas. So it's that type of film where I just did not get a chance to see it at the cinema, because it's one of those films where it was in the cinema and it just kind of passed me by. It kind of just went out of the cinema, and then boom, right as it went onto video on demand, and so that's kind of how I watched it, was on my TV instead of the cinema. So what the film is actually about is that it is pretty much about this guy that's from the future that's trying to save the world from this type of, the best way I can describe it is he's trying to save the world from this technological apocalypse where the world is taken over by AI, machines, robots, things like that. And that's what I'll say, that's where I'll stop, because if I spoil this movie, it's gonna ruin the sort of thrills of the film, where you watch the movie like, whoa, is this really what I'm in for here, So there is that. So it stars Sam Rockwell, there's also Michael Pena, who is the Mexican actor that was in Ant-Man and stuff like that. He was kind of like the comic relief character that was making all the jokes with Paul Rudd in the Ant-Man movies. But there is that. And the first thing that comes to mind with this movie is that I love the style of the film. I like how it is a comedy, but then it does try to be this film where it just gives you all the characters' backstories, but then it also gives you a little bit of action in the mix as well. And then everything starts to come together little bit by bit, little by little, and you figure out what the movie's really trying to go for, what it's really trying to send home and say to you as the person watching the film. And I like it like that. It is a stylistic film where it has a particular style that it's trying to go for. It's not afraid to be silly, crazy, dramatic, over the top, and all of those things in that sort of way. So I really do like that about the film. I also like Sam Rockwell in the movie. I love his voice as the guy, the wolf in the Bad Guys movies, but this performance as well, it's great because he just knows how to play a silly character, and he's just he's good in the movie. He's entertaining to watch throughout the film. He's probably the best cast one in the film because he just represents this character pretty perfectly. I really did enjoy him in the movie. I did enjoy Michael Pena and the other actors, but he just stands out because he's like one of the first things you see on the screen, and he's like one of the last things you see in the movie as well. So he's pretty important. You got to look out for him in the movie because he is everywhere, and it sticks in your mind. You're like, yeah, he's in the movie, I'm going to remember that about the movie because of his acting performance. So there is that. And the movie progressively gets a bit crazier as you watch the film. It is over 2 hours, but in my opinion it's not like it's a boring film. It doesn't feel like it's dragging on. To be honest, it didn't feel too boring either, so I enjoyed the movie. I liked how it's a stylistic movie. There is some crazy reveals towards the end of the movie that you're like, huh, what's that, but then it does answer some things, and then it brings closure to the characters and stuff like that. So overall, I will give the movie a 7 out of 10. I did enjoy the movie. It is a solid film. It might be, I don't know if I would say it's one of my favourite films of the year, but it's going to maybe be in the top 10 at least. Like, it is a really solid film, and I enjoyed the film for what it is going for. And so yeah, that's just how I felt about the movie overall. I enjoyed the film, and yeah, that's how I felt about Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. You probably didn't even expect a review about a movie like this. This just feels like a movie review that just came out of nowhere. But sometimes on this channel it's not about announcing when I'm doing a film review. Sometimes it's just about turning on the camera and providing a review because it's worth talking about. So stay tuned for more reviews on the James Allen Reviews, and hope you enjoy your Easter weekend. I might still sneak in some reviews this weekend as well, and depends on what type of films I actually want to watch this weekend. So stay tuned for more reviews on the James Allen Reviews, and I will see you in the next video of the channel of this James Allen Reviews. So see you, bye, enjoy your weekend, all of that, yeah, bye.